Hello, I'm Waffle Taco 86, and I am reacting to the reaction to the interview of the allegations that yeah, this dude did bad, apparently. And by apparently, I mean I know for a fact he did. But I'm reacting to the reaction. I watched the first few up to here maybe, and then I said, "Oh, I should do a reaction to the reaction." The reaction itself is by Triangle Cool Guy. It's reacting to the interview by Blissful Void interviewing Skillful Zach. I'm sure I'll put all of those in the description, but I'm also sure I'm gonna forget all of them. So, yeah. Triangle Cool Guy starts this video with a disclaimer. I do not have a degree in psychology, however, I do find myself to be very educated in the field of human brain science. That's a lot coming from a person who once said, fear is the same as respect. My knowledge of the way of how human brain works, to my knowledge to my knowledge, is decent enough to be able to judge this video. Take it with a grain of salt. I'm gonna take it with a teaspoon of salt. Here. How long is this disclaimer? Oh, yeah.
Hey, the Blissful Void here. Today I will be interviewing the skillful Zach on the recent allegations concerning sexual harassment and hostility. I decided to make this as one of my female online friends on Discord came forward with allegations concerning the skillful Zach. Allegations which have been corroborated by his ex-girlfriend and people like Space Master who were on voice call with him when some of this stuff happened. I can also attest to his shady character, as he has hacked his hardest demon completions in the past and lied about it to everyone. Although he might have purged most of his old Geometry Dash content, he is a part of the Geometry Dash community and a part of my sub-community's online circle, so I wanted to interview him to ask him about the allegations. The following is an edited down version of the interview for your convenience. Nothing of importance was left out. This is the skillful Zach, correct?
So, this should be a thing of questions. And I'm gonna see
That's what an interview is, Triangle.
what I think of his answers, I guess.
Yes,
Do you promise to be honest today?
for sure.
Okay. Let's see the way he said for sure real fast. I wanna start.
Can you tell me what you think we're here to discuss?
I could slow that down and see what his rant was, but he'd sped it up and left it out of the video, and so I'm not gonna bother trying to understand it if it was not intended to be seen.
Well, I'm thinking we're probably talking about partially what happened earlier and partially about the things I did to my old friends.
Okay, so this was very casual the way he. Hang on.
Well, I'm thinking we're probably.
So the way he said, well, I'm thinking it's very casual. If he was like feeling a different.
Well, I see what you mean by the stuttering and I think which is that makes sense, that does. However, I have from previous experience talking to Skillful Zach, he kind of starts saying stuff before he figures out what he's gonna say, is what I'm picking up from time over time, I guess you could say. And I don't think that was much of a like 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 that's, I guess you could say, to be expected, especially if you're being interviewed. You're under a lot of nervousness. He doesn't seem stressed. He doesn't. That's one thing about Zach that I have noticed. He doesn't ever seem to be nervous or ever embarrassed or anything.
Different emotion and be like, well, I would think that we would be here to, instead of being like, oh, I think.
Can you tell me?
He doesn't really take anything that seriously, from my experience.
what you think we're here to
Let me
discuss.
just confirm.
Well, I'm thinking we're probably talking about partially what happened earlier in
So what happened earlier? So he's dismissing. Well, I don't know. I don't know what he told him before the interview, so I don't know if he's like dismissing like what he's done.
partially about the things I did to my old friends.
Okay, so he generalizes what he did by saying my old friends. There's nothing technically wrong with that.
Have you had mental breakdowns in Discord in which you have threatened people you would kill yourself and delete the channel and your
This is very violent. Mental breakdowns in Discord in which you threaten.
That's one thing. I mean, it's a bit off topic because it doesn't matter that much, but a bit violent. I have no idea what he meant by that. If you had is it like a lot of words? I mean, he says them out loud. You don't have to read them all.
People you would kill yourself and delete your Discord channel and your YouTube channel. So, just using killing himself for sympathy, I assume this means.
YouTube.
What else could it mean? Have you had mental breakdowns in Discord which you threatened people you would kill yourself and delete your Discord channel and your YouTube channel? I mean, that kind of, yeah, that's what that is.
Threatening.
Yeah, I've done that multiple times. I've had. Well, can I explain something really quick? I have problems with.
He does sound a little bit regretful here.
That is something I did notice too. Man, I really should think of my words before I pause the video.
With.
He does sound.
Explain
Oh,
something really quick. I have problems with.
He does sound a little bit regretful here. The way he's like pausing to say the words, like he's not rushing to get them out. He's very slowly like thinking out his words.
I jump to conclusions so easily, and I just like delete things when I get mad for some reason. Like once, like.
Okay, so never mind. We've transitioned from thinking about it to. Hang on, let me hear this whole thing.
To conclusions so easily, and I just like delete things when I get mad for some reason. Like once, like.
Have you insulted your girlfriend?
Okay, he cut it out. There's a lot of generalization in there. Let me like go through it.
YouTube channel.
Yeah, I've done that multiple times. I've had. Well, can I explain something really quick? I have problems with. I jump to conclusions so easily, and I
That's fine.
just like delete things when I get mad for some reason.
Yeah, I have noticed everything in this well, is very general. Like well, I shouldn't really close out of the tab on accident. And let's get to the very beginning of the interview. Well, I apparently lost the question, but just pointing out that everything here is very, like, have you done this thing? Like, they're saying, do you fit in this massive box? I assume every single one of these answers are going to be a yes.
Delete things when I get mad. That just sounds very like. I'm saying this same exact term so many times. He hasn't said anything that would go under any other category other than generalizing what he did. Basically, what I mean by that is he's taking a lot of different things that he's done and condensing it into one small, non-violent category.
I mean, I wouldn't say non-violent. These have been some pretty heavy accusations so far. Oh, we passed 420. But it's definitely generalized. Do you fit in this box? Yes. I assume there's gonna be follow-ups later to narrow the boxes, maybe? But this is a cut interview, so maybe they just left all the specifics out.
Jump to conclusions so easily.
Which he may or may not be doing this on purpose. It's just typically makes stuff sound less impactful than they are.
And I just like
Like,
delete things when I get mad for some reason. Like once, like.
Have you insulted your girlfriend, or
I won't make any assumptions here yet. There's not a lot to go off of. These are very short answers.
are in your
Yeah.
past group from Discord, or any other girl in Discord just in general, whatever your intentions?
Yes, but most of the time I'm joking and I'm just being stupid.
A joke is still very, like, if you call someone stupid as a joke, it's still, like, you know what I'm saying.
I'm trying to think what he's trying to do with the self-insult of "I'm just being stupid."
Intentions?
Yeah, that is, he do that. He do be doing that. I didn't call it out because, like, yeah. But he do be doing that. He Scooby Doo be doing that. I am brain dead.
Yes, but most of the time I'm joking and I'm just being stupid.
I think he's using that as less of an insult to his character and more of just using it as another way to say he isn't insulting himself by saying being stupid. He's using it as another way to say joking. He isn't.
Well, as yeah, he DM'd me recently, and it was like, oh no, people are like they watched the interview and they were like they were saying like, haha, you stupid, haha, stupid bad person, haha, stupid. And he says he has supposedly changed. So I think that's probably, I don't know, the way he said it maybe says something differently. Wasn't hearing too much. I was mostly listening to what Triangle was saying, but uh, I think he thinks he changed. I don't know if he changed, but I think he thinks he changed.
As another way to say he isn't insulting himself by saying being stupid. He's using it as another way to say joking. He isn't saying like I'm so stupid. He's just saying
Man, we're gonna turn this 6 minute long video into a whole hour rant about every single line. I mean, not line, he's not reading a script, but thing he says. I'm just used to Respawn and Mark's Adventure, and I forgot what the other one directed by this dude was.
saying I was just being stupid. He's not using it. The way he said it doesn't sound like he's using it as like a self-insult.
Right, I said whatever your intentions, so joking would count
Yes.
as intention. So
Well, the thing is, if you say whatever your intentions and he says yes, it leaves out a lot of room for speculation because he could have done it as like a bad person thing, or he could have just been joking.
Yeah, these are very general boxes.
I feel like I would allow him to elaborate a little bit on this because again,
I would hope that he did and it was just cut out, but definitely for sure.
it can be, you know.
yes.
So yes.
Can you tell me what some of those insults contained?
I definitely did say some weird stuff, but I don't really recall of what I said.
I don't think that is true. I think he just does not want to say what it was.
But I did
He doesn't take the situation seriously, I'm noticing.
but I
You can hear him smiling to like play off.
How do you hear him smile? I don't know. Maybe that's a thing that people can do. I did not know that was a thing, apparently. Can you hear me smiling? I'm smiling because it's a very goofy. I'm reacting to a reaction. And that's probably the most fun thing I've done all day. I haven't done much all day. Just woke up. Well, I guess technically I was up like past yesterday, so I was awake today and I did clean my room today. But that was at 3 a.m.
He's having a casual conversation. He isn't taking the situation necessarily that serious. Which, I mean, with these kind of like questions I would, but you know, he isn't caring as much, which it's not great.
Very not great. However, I do think that has to do with the fact that he thinks he has changed. Also, the 279 subscribers is hurting me. Like, I'm not even Zach, and there needs to be one more subscriber there. It has to be 280 or just flat 200 or 250. Just anything but 279.
That's not a good thing.
I definitely did say some weird stuff, but I don't really recall of what I said. But I did do some stupid sexual jokes towards R when we were playing on an SMP made by Beamed.
Did you log
I mean, if it SMP made by Beamed, if it's uh the morality test, I think that's what Beamed called it. I'm not entirely sure. Had a lot of different names over the time. It was the something SMP, the Beamed SMP. But if that's the SMP I'm thinking of, that's quite recent. I mean, not like recent, but like within the year for sure.
Okay, useless tangent. Not much to go off of there.
someone else's account and threaten
He cut out the tangent, apparently. I really wanted to hear it, actually.
to delete their channel?
I was okay. Yes, I was threatening to delete their channel, but me.
Okay, the reason he's getting his answer out very quickly and elaborating.
That's what I'm saying.
That is called being defensive, and I completely. I mean, when you're being, asked if you committed a crime, then I feel like being defensive's what one would do.
Their channel, but me and that person I was on their account were already in each other's accounts because we were like managing each other.
I don't know why he said that. Like, that doesn't make it any better. Like, hey, wait, you threaten to delete this person's channel? Or hold on, let me make an analogy. Did you threaten to bomb this guy's house? Well, yes, but I already had the key.
Other stuff.
Have you ever made any sexual comments to people in your group that would make them feel
For sure.
uncomfortable?
Yes.
And that's saying what Zach is saying. I have not done that. Don't take that out of context.
Did you call your girlfriend a whore or any other sexually derogative names?
But yes, because I mean, technically, if you want to be truthful, she identifies as one.
Whoa!
What the heck? Wait. Huh? I'm still trying to wrap my head around what that even means. Like, did you just assume my gender? No. I'm not gonna say that word because I don't swear on my channel, but I should not be laughing at that. This is a very serious matter. Cracking jokes at things makes it less. Why is my mouse pointer have the loading bar? What is loading? Is my computer about to explode? It might. I don't know. There's just a ticking time bomb. What? Bomb. Like B-O-M-B. Bomb. A ticking time bomb under my desk.
Whoa! Okay, hang on. No, there's no way I have this in. Hang on. Give me a
Yes,
second.
because I mean, technically, if you want to be truthful, she identifies as one. Let's just say that she does what a whore.
You can't say that.
Yeah, you can't. No, that's not a thing. I covered his mouse pointer. No. No. No.
That's not a thing you can say. Oh my god. I should not. Okay. I'm shocked. That's why I'm. This is. Oh. I don't.
Also, he probably should not be saying this because that would be like not good. But I know for a fact that, oh wow, I am shocked. That's a lie. he has seen the video before. I watched him watch the video multiple times actually, and then say, I'm gonna make the reaction video. Well, I didn't see him say he was gonna make a reaction video, but he watched the video multiple times. I went to sleep, I woke up, and apparently he made a reaction video to it.
I don't know what to say about that. He isn't taking it serious at all.
But yes, because I mean, technically, if you want to be truthful, she identifies as one. Let's just say that. She does what a whore would do.
Does that
So,
make
she
it
has had
okay?
multiple...
Does that make
It
it
does not
okay?
make it okay to call her that, but I'm...
Then why did you?
I don't know why he did triangle. I don't.
Then why are you justifying it? The thing is, he's defending himself, but the defense he's using is incriminating him more.
He's defending himself without defending himself. Hey, did you rob that bank? Well, yes. You see, but the truth is, actually, but you see, the bank, they left the door open, you know? Like,
He is being defensive and playing off what he did. That is not good.
I'm just saying that's just... Leaving it at that, that is what she identifies as. And that's what she does.
Did you call R a slut, a sex toy, and say you wanted a sex doll in the shape of her? Quote.
Yeah, that's my bet.
Oh,
why is he laughing? What is actually wrong? I mean, I don't. That sounds. No, that's not. That sounded wrong. But like, how? What? How are you going to be accused of that? It be true in the first place. Laugh at it, and then say yes, you did it, whilst laughing.
he laughed. Okay. The fact that he can't tell that she was obviously hurt by this is shocking to me. Even if he had no screenshots and no proof of any of this, and he was just asked these questions in this order, you need to come to the assumption that it's a serious matter because these questions have been repeated. They're in the same domain as each other. Have you insulted them? Have you made sexual comments? Have you called them
I don't think he realizes that any of these are serious offenses. I think that he's like, oh, I go in my big computer, big box, I say words to people, haha, funny.
few derogative terms? Have you did that? That means that it's an important topic and it's stuck to, like,
I just realized that I'm probably gonna have to censor a lot of these words. Dang it, I hate video editing because Microsoft Clipchamp was my choice of editor. I said, nope, no research. Microsoft has a free one. Why have I tortured myself in this way?
he found it serious. Which I would come to the assumption that, oh my god, maybe it is, and maybe what I did was wrong, and maybe I should genuinely feel bad about it. He finds it comical, which is not, that's not good. He has a very sexual sense of humor, okay? And I can understand that. He thinks a lot of things that other people don't find funny is funny. But when you're in this situation that people are questioning you for having done these things, you need to treat it seriously and, like, respect the decision of the person to be, like, shocked about it.
Yeah, I said that.
Can you tell me why you would do something like this?
So far, best question ever asked. I mean, it's not much. It was literally why. But it's what I really wanted to know. So, Zach, tell me the answer. And although I have seen the original interview before, I did forget his answer because don't remember this question being asked, but I'm glad it was. Why'd you do that, Zach?
He's gonna say it was a joke and I thought it was funny, and that's my sense of humor.
Probably spot on, Triangle.
well, I am
He doesn't
He's probably also gonna say, oh, I was stupid back then.
have a good reason. That's why he's stuttering.
very
Yeah, I wouldn't say because he doesn't have a good I mean, he does not have a good reason, but I would say he's being more cautious with his words because I think he's realized he's I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but I was thinking of a YouTube short I saw. Not YouTube short. Was it a YouTube short? It was a meme. I sense I've made some kind of mistake. Yeah, I think he's just being careful with his words right now because he doesn't want to say something wrong. I mean, he laughed at that previously, so it just seems like what he's about to do. I mean, not about to do, but what he's doing currently.
inappropriate when it comes to joking.
He's blaming it on his sense of humor.
Triangle, very true, very smart, very correct. You guessed it right, and I guessed that you would guess it right, so really I got it right. Heh heh heh, stealing credit.
I try to keep it family friendly nowadays
Cap.
No, you don't.
because I try to keep away from my past.
That's really funny. We both said no. Well, I guess at the same time, because if it weren't for the fact that I paused him, it would be at the same time. However, I am pausing a video, and I'm 11 minutes into the video, which means the recording has already been going on for more than 11 minutes, which means it's gonna be a long video.
But
Okay, he's making up excuses on the spot. His hesitance is proving the fact that he's thinking of it. If he didn't have to think of it, he might have just said, and then went on to explain it.
Yeah, whenever you're being, I mean, not assaulted, that's the wrong word. Whenever you're being interrogated about very bad allegations, obviously, don't think at all. Just say stuff. That'll be fine. I get that he should know the correct answer because there should be a correct answer, but there is no correct answer. He just has to try and get out of the hole that he's dug himself.
This is not him genuinely confessing. This is him making something up. Even if it's true, it is. It's his sense of humor, and that's why, but
I am very
he's very inappropriate. But then he tries to defend himself. The problem with this entire interview is that he has been trying to play off and defend
I mean, usually you would try to defend yourself against these such allegations. I will say he's not doing a very good job.
himself. He has been trying to make the things he's done seem lesser, which is disrespectful. What you should do instead is say, wow, these are bad things, and I respect that you guys were hurt by these things because it was
I wouldn't. I don't think respect is the best choice of words there. I don't think I would. Like, if I stab someone, I don't think I would respect them for being hurt by me. I should stop laughing. This is. I mean, I still can't get over the fact that I'm reacting to a reaction. But, yeah. He definitely should just apologize. He hasn't done any of that. He's just said, oh yeah, I did that. I did also do that. Yep, I did do that as well. And I did do that. Which not a very good skillful Zach and a skillful Zach.
bad stuff. If I would be concerned if you guys weren't hurt by this stuff. And I am sorry. What I did was really
Triangle's voice is shaking.
bad. Instead of Yeah,
Never mind. I think that's just his microphone. I forgot what microphone he has. Uh, well, I know at one point he used the microphone of his webcam. My mouse pointed at my webcam, and I didn't. But yeah, you guys can't see that that's my webcam up there. That's really funny. Um, One point he used his webcam, but from the sounds of it, it sounds like foam, maybe a headset. He did get a headset for Christmas, was it? Might have been his birthday. Yeah, his birthday was more recent.
yeah, I did that. Here's why, and it wasn't that bad. That is
No, his voice is shaking. Never mind. He's either really mad or no, that's probably it. He's really mad.
refuting the blatant evidence that you did something bad. It's trying. He's denying that he did it. That's good. If he was denying it, I'd be even more concerned. But he's playing it down, and he's. I keep losing my train of thought.
Appropriate when it comes.
Agree. Losing your train of thought when you're saying something in YouTube video is the worst feeling ever because you're talking. You're about to say something. You have to be entertaining because it's a YouTube video. You're about to say something, and guess what? Oh, wait, what was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. And then you have to think of something to say really fast, or you'll just be sitting there like, oh yeah, and um. And then you just have to end that sentence and start something else because clearly you're not going to finish that sentence.
To joking. I try to keep it family friendly nowadays because I try to keep away from my pet.
He also likes to mention how a lot of this stuff is in the past and he's better now.
Yeah, that's as previously stated. He thinks that he has improved. I'm not so sure. Like, Zach, if you're watching this, I mean, not to be like, boo, you suck, but I think you could. Well, now I gotta be careful with my words because I don't want to upset Zach, and I also don't want to upset Triangle, and I don't want to upset, like, R or anyone else that he has hurt in the past. Um, I don't think. I don't think he's entirely down the toilet, but I also agree with Triangle that he should not be saying these things. I forgot what Triangle said previously, and that I was taking a note upon, so I'm gonna watch that again, see what it was.
Keep it family friendly nowadays.
Oh yes, Zach's improvement. So he says he tries to keep it more family friendly nowadays. I mean, that's not entirely true. His YouTube channel is been like, hey, you should take down these videos that have copyright stuff and stuff. Cause he's been doing stuff. And that's not I should play chess. I will play chess after this video. Wait a minute. Oh, I've never made a chess YouTube video. Comment below if you want me to make a YouTube video about chess, although people who like my channel are probably not going to be watching this long of the video because 13 minutes into his video is more than that of my video. Sorry for not uploading for a while as well because it's been school and then boredom and stress. You'd think, oh, boredom, just make a video, but then there's more stress about making the video because I have 3 separate not 3, 4, like 16 different projects that I'm working on at the same time. And it sucks because I want to finish them, but if I try and do a really big project, because I'm trying to get better at making YouTube videos, make these more entertaining for you guys. I'll stop going on a rant about YouTube because I'm sure the only people watching this are gonna be like friends where I'm like, hey, look at this. I doubt they're even subscribed.
Because I try to keep away from my pet.
He also likes to mention how a lot of this stuff is
Yeah, it's in the past. Him and me were in a voice call, and he was like, oh yeah, over here I said months, I meant weeks. It's been weeks. Not months, not years, not decades, not centuries, not eons. Weeks.
was in the past, and he's better now because that's like what he likes to hang on to. That's his one good reason, and it isn't a good reason because this stuff was not long ago.
Yeah.
I've met R 3 months ago, and in that time, this stuff was happening. In less than 3 months ago, that was happening. So maybe like I don't know, 2 months ago. It's not long. It's not a long time, and saying it's in the past is like saying it wasn't that bad.
Past. But yes, I was very inappropriate, and I did say some very nasty shit.
One of your past ex-girlfriends, Jahiri, has corroborated the sentiment that you treat women pretty badly, and despite multiple attempts to reconcile, she said you didn't change. To what extent do you believe this to be true?
It's true, but I did that in
But he keeps saying but.
the
But
past when I was very rude. In a way, I was very rude. I don't think I was. I'm rude, but not as rude as I was before.
that was one of the strangest sentences that I have ever heard. Well, you see, I'm rude, but I'm not as rude as I was before. What the heck, man? If you are rude and you are aware that you are rude, and you know anything about human decency as a human, I would hope that you are a human. Um, Stop.
Before, and when I was rude in the past, I was being very rude to Chihiri, and that's what made her think that. And
That's what made her think that. Instead of that's what made it true, that's what made her think that. That might have been an accident. That may have just been a wording issue. But even if that was a wording issue, the rest of it wasn't. That was him like trying to play down.
I don't know. I'm not.
Do you actually...
He needs to know something. Saying I do not know is completely fine. If you are told what you did was bad, why did you do it? I don't know.
I mean, good advice, but I feel like you should. This is the. Like, I really need to stop laughing. I. Therapy stuff, you laugh at the stuff that is serious so that the serious seems less serious, but good advice, but it kind of makes you sound like a serial killer. Like, maybe don't give advice on how to hide bodies, Triangle. That's usually frowned upon.
That is better. It might not be great. It's better than saying I may have did it, but
But if they're saying it just because it's better, instead of actually being better and feeling bad about their I mean, I guess, but still. It's like that one episode of The Good Place. If you do something good because it's good and you want to be seen as good, then it's not actually good, it's selfish.
or making up excuses on the spot. Saying I don't know is fine. You could even make up excuses, but
It's true, though.
at least clarify that you're making excuses. Say, I don't know, but maybe it was because, instead of, I know, and it's because.
Very true. That's accurate.
Because he doesn't know. He clearly doesn't know why.
Actually reflect and realize what exactly you did wrong overall, and
Doubt
you
it.
know what you could have done better.
I think he knows what he can do. I don't think he's gonna do it.
No, no. Both of those are a no.
Of course. And what I think I could have done better is apologize more, not apologize more often.
He's making it up again.
I mean, yeah, that's what you do with sentences, but, yeah. Right now he's saying, yes, I think what I could have done better is apologize. Like, if you punch someone in the face, you say you're sorry. It's better than just punching them in the face, but you gotta learn to stop punching people in the face.
He could have said no. He could have. He could have said, maybe not.
That makes him seem like a very not good person.
Not to the one that I don't know what I did wrong. He knows. He can realize that, hey, that wasn't good. But he can say, I don't know what to do better. I need help. Reach out to somebody. Ask for help. Talk to the people that you did this to. Say, hey, I want to understand. Tell me what I did. And they tell you what you did.
That is the best advice I've ever heard someone give another person. Because, yeah, that's helpful. That works. It may be uncomfortable to talk to a person you have previously wronged, but it helps understand. It helps you do better in the future. Learn from your mistakes.
And then you say, what could I have done better? Because I don't know, and I'm sorry. Instead, he's saying he's better now, instead of trying to understand.
But apologize in a better way than just saying, I'm sorry, I won't do it again.
Apologizing in a better way works, but you need to show them that you care. From my experience, I hate bringing me into this. I want to just use this as context, but he, in the past, has apologized a lot, and it has lost meaning for a lot of people. A lot of people.
Very true. True story. Spanish teacher. People would say, "Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry." She would say, "I do not care. I do not care that you feel sorry, because you don't feel sorry." Because the kids in the back of the class would throw like little pieces of candy, little pieces of paper at the trash can, and then she would be like, "Hey, don't do that." And then they would be like, "Oh, my bad." And then she would be like, "No, you do not care. That's not, no. If you apologize to make someone else feel better, but continue to do the thing that needs apologizing for, then you weren't really sorry. You didn't really care."
People don't see his apologies as meaningful anymore. So, it's definitely more than that. Show that you care.
Also, I feel like a little bit of apology for each question would probably do him some good. Because, like, that's. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. So, hey, editor, remember to put a jump cut here because I had to mute my microphone. And oh, dang it, I moved my mouse. That means I have to move it back to its position. And then the jump cut's gonna be visible. I could just leave that out without a jump cut. That'd be really funny. That kind of sounded like a velociraptor. I forgot what I was saying. Right, he definitely, I feel like, should have done some of his good old apologizing after answering each question, because so far it's just been, hey, did you rob the bank? Did you burn the house down? He was like, yes, I did do that. He said, do you see what was wrong with that? Yes, I do. Do you know how to improve? Yes, I do. Then, first of all, do it. Second of all, why are you just admitting to all of these crimes? You do the crime, you pay the time. I don't think I said that right. You pay the crime, you do the no, that's wrong. you do the crime, you do the time, but then it's repetition of the word do. I probably got it right the first time, and now I'm just going on a rant about a simple line of poetry. 26. This is gonna be more than an hour long of YouTube video just dissecting this and going on side rants.
And say things that will actually make them feel that you're actually sorry, not just I'm sorry.
Yes, that is right.
Because if you're saying I'm sorry, just I'm sorry, and you say it multiple times, you're gonna end up not believing that you're sorry. But
finally, he said something true.
Now, I feel like I should have probably just been more wise about my choices. Because I think when I'm on the...
No, really.
What Zach has been doing is trying to reach out to people and talk to them, but not in the way that he should be. He wants to apologize, and he wants to be their friend again. Instead of what he should do, say, hey, please, can we just call?
What I'm seeing is that he wants the other people to like him again. Because it's like, oh no, they don't like me anymore. That's not good. They're a cool person. I want them to like me because that's what normal humans do. We are social creatures. Yeah. So he's like, yes, I do want the other people to like me. And then he says like, hey, I'm sorry. Apologies normally make people feel better when I do terrible, horrible things to them. But he doesn't learn. He doesn't see that what he did was entirely wrong. He doesn't see how he can improve himself. He says, okay, I'll be more family friendly. But just avoiding making those kind of jokes are not the same. I mean, it's yeah, those aren't very good jokes to make, and he probably should. It's for the better. But just avoiding making those kind of jokes, you still don't see why it was wrong to talk to people and about people in that way.
And just like, let me understand what you're thinking. Let me into your thought process. We clearly aren't on the same page, but I want to be. Please help me understand.
The internet, I'm like, oh, this isn't real life. I can do whatever the fuck I want. But
that is a common thing people think. When you are on...
Oh, that's cool. He has a cool little pop-up thing, and I know for a fact that that's a preset in Microsoft Clipchamp, because I also use Microsoft Clipchamp, and it's so annoying because my potato PC keeps crashing whenever I run a video that's too long. That's why the YouTube short preview I made for the video, yeah, that video is probably not even a fifth of the way. Nah, I'd say like a bit more than a fifth of the way there, because it just keeps crashing, so I have to split it into multiple YouTube videos. And I was like, man, how long was the original footage? It's like hour of footage. Oh crap, this is an hour of footage. Maybe it was more than that. It was probably more than an hour. Hold on. Yeah, it was definitely multiple hours of footage because there was day and night and day and night and day and night in the zombie apocalypse video, and I know for a fact that what was I talking about? Why am I talking about Minecraft? Hold on, why am I talking? Wait, how long have I been talking about Minecraft for? Man, my memory sucks.
Online, it is statistically shown that because you aren't like seen, you're less of a nervous person, and you're more likely to do more like ambitious actions or things like this.
Can you
I
apologize?
feel like Zach takes that to the next step because people are like, oh yeah, they can't punch me in the face, but Zach, like, he doesn't even, like, oh no, why are these people bullying me? All I did was, I see, if it gets to a point where I can't even say what you did because I don't want my channel to be demonetized. I'm not, what am I saying, demonetized? I'm not monetized, but, like, taken down, I mean. I feel like that's a little bit of a problem. Also, I just realized that apologize, this is an eye, this is an eye, this is his nose, this is a smile. You just have to draw a little smile over here and, like, trim his nose down a little and then remove the app and Jai's.
Apologize for your actions. Speak as if you were speaking directly to the victims yourself.
It's hard. No, like I'm. No, this isn't just for this. Like for all things. If even if I said the N word, which I did, but like
What? Wait, hold on.
this isn't just for this. Like
Hmm?
for all things. If even if I said the N word, which I did, but
If, huh? When did he do that? I do not recall this. Huh. That's concerning. And also, why did he admit to that so very fast? He did not have to bring that up. Well, now I feel like I'm telling him to hide the body better. But, uh, yeah, that's not good. He does live streams. I've seen his face. He's not permitted to say such words.
no,
As if you were speaking directly to the victims yourself.
it's hard. No, like I'm. No, this isn't just for this. Like for all things. If even if I said the N word, which I did, but like I mean, like for if I said anything, if I did anything wrong, like for anything,
If I did anything wrong.
not just this, I still wouldn't be able to.
So I don't think he did that on purpose. I don't think he said if on purpose.
I don't think it was if I did anything wrong, as in, like, oh, did I do something wrong? I think that was if I did anything wrong, as in, like, in the hypothetical. Like, if I were to do something wrong, like, on top of, not on top of, but, like, aside from everything Zach has ever done, if a Zach were to do a thing which was incorrect, I think that's the sentence he is setting up.
think that was a wording issue. Just don't. That's bad.
To like, express it. It's hard for me to express my feelings. Like it's already been hard to express the things I've already.
Yeah, dang it. Yeah, it's difficult for him to, um, that's what I mean. Like, he's not saying if I did anything wrong. He's saying if I were to do something wrong, I would not be able to, like, he's not good at expressing his emotions, according to him, apparently. That's what he just said. I'm not.
It's bad.
To like, express it. It's hard for me to express my feelings. Like it's already been hard to express the things I've already expressed. But let me just give me a minute to think.
He showed barely any expression. He just said, yes, I did do that. Mm-hmm.
I should be able to say I'm sorry. Hold on. Hey, so
I should be able to say I'm sorry. Like, hold on 1 second. Let me just prepare, and then I should be able to say I'm sorry. I don't think that's a very genuine sorry then.
Oh, I'm sorry for doing, doing the stuff I
He doesn't even know what to apologize for, and
Clean it
did.
up. He's making.
yeah, that's very general as well. I apologize for the stuff that I did. Might as well have pulled that from ChatGPT himself.
Making it up on the spot. I'm sorry for doing. He made it up.
I mean, he very much made everything up on the spot in this video so far. I didn't expect him to have a script, but very general, very seemingly insincere, in my opinion.
Just say I'm sorry. What you need to do, instead of just thinking, he's being put on the spot, okay? I understand his lack of words to say, because I would have the same issue. I have the same issue all the time. But not, like, in this situation. I'm just saying, like, it's hard to just come up with a lot of things. He's done a lot of stuff. And without being given a list of what he's done, he just has to pick from the pile and generalize, which can make his apology look bad.
Yeah, very true. However, I do think a simple I'm sorry. Uh, I think he should do, like, I don't know, something. Something. Just any. Oh, so he said he was gonna make his own apology video on his channel. So far, I have not seen that happen. I don't know if it did happen and I just missed it somehow. But I have not seen that happen, and I think that should definitely happen. And maybe even not a YouTube video. Just be sincere, talk to the people. Nothing has to go on your channel necessarily, but do something to show you're sincere. Also, he's purple now, and it's weird.
So, I don't blame him for having a crappy apology. I do a little, but that isn't the entire thing. I'm gonna just listen to his apology first.
I apologize. I'm sorry if I came off offensive or rude or
It's also very empty.
anything I did.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Definitely. That was a genuine yawn. Not because this bores me, because I woke up at yesterday. Just kidding, I didn't. I hold on. Well, technically, yeah, because normally you go to sleep and then you wake up the next day, but I went to sleep in the morning and the next day is tomorrow. So if today is tomorrow, then today's... If today is tomorrow, then yes, then what the... You can tell I'm tired.
Sexually harassing or any of the stuff I did. I didn't want it to come to this, but
Didn't want to come to this. Like, yeah, I didn't want to apologize, but apparently I have to.
it seems that it came to my attention that shit is going down and things
No, really.
are like now it comes to where I need to actually say something about it. I wanted to just move on.
You need to say something about it. Not that you want to. Nothing here is sincere. It's just that you have to. You need to. Or people will murder you. Rightfully so, because you did something wrong.
But it seems that I have to apologize now.
You have to. That's. That does not sound very good for him.
He's saying he doesn't think what he did was that bad. That's exactly what he's saying. He doesn't mean to say it like that, but that's what he's saying.
I wanted to just move on, but it seems that I have to apologize now.
I wanted to move on, but it looks like I have to apologize now. He was never planning on apologizing. He only apologized here because he was put on the spot. And that's...
It seems that I have to apologize now. It's not on purpose, obviously. For the most part, people don't on purpose do bad things. There's some people that do. But I personally don't see Zach as a person that intentionally does bad. I think he hasn't been taught how not to do bad. Nobody has straight up told him, hey, this is what you do. And even if they have, people have, of course, they've told him what not to do. But he needs an actual lesson to be.
He knows what not to do, I think. Hold on, why is my voice weird? He knows what not to do, I think. I just don't think he knows why not to do it. Like, he knows, like, oh, don't... No, that's a bad analogy. I was about to say, don't cross the road without looking both ways, but he's never seen a car. Honestly, no, that was a pretty good analogy. That kind of worked.
Taught that you can't just get from somebody talking to you. He needs to have a behavior.
He needs a therapist.
That is rewarded. He needs to do good, have that behavior rewarded, and do bad and have that behavior punished. In the past,
I think he's been punished. I just don't think he cares. Punishment being all of his friends leaving him. Maybe a loss in subscribers. Maybe, I don't know, stuff happens. That's bad. And then he thinks, oh, something bad happened. Oh well. And then he goes on with his day. He doesn't know.
We've just forgiven him. We have taught him to do this.
He wasn't taught not to reward this type of behavior. Exactly. It isn't solely us forgiving him over and over again. It is a combination of how his environment throughout his life has rewarded his behavior. I'm too tired. But you know, I'm tired. I make a YouTube video. It do good. That's usually how it goes. I think my most popular YouTube video, 404 views last time I checked, was do not play this completely wholesome game. But it had the curse text on not, and it was pineapple on pizza. It was one of my oldest videos, and it was a pretty cool video.
This by not punishing this behavior.
But it was back when my voice was very, very high-pitched and like, oh my goodness, what is this? Why is the volcano erupting? Ah, King Julian, what do I do?
Which I'm not saying it's entirely our fault. This is personal issues can cause this behavior. You just need to know that that's how a human works. It's just the same as...
I have forgot this was a video about Zach. King Julian. Yeah, this is about Zach. He don't know.
An AI works. Reward and punishment.
Because
that's one thing. Humans aren't as good at the whole reward and punishment thing. Because sure, they'll get reward and punishment, but unless they know, like, why it's a reward. For example, push this button, it's punishment. Push this button, it's a reward. Okay, I guess I'll just push this button. But you're not pushing that button because it, I don't know, feeds the homeless or something. You're pushing it because it gives you a reward. So if you're feeding the homeless, sure, that's a good thing. But if you don't have intention, you're still not, like, there's nothing there. That's what I think this apology is. He knows that apologizing is a good thing to do. He's just not. He's just. What the heck? I'm dying. He's just not intention.
Now I feel really bad about this because it looks like
He could.
I I would love to think that he feels bad about it, but I don't think he does.
Start by wording apologies better and caring.
I actually
Oh yeah, for sure. He just doesn't care, really.
hurt a lot of people. So I apologize for the things I did, such as sexual harassment, being narcissistic.
Give me a second.
I'm sorry for being how I was because it seems like I came off offensive and rude to a lot.
It seems like, oh, I maybe might have possibly. Like, it looks like some people took offense from this. I sure do wonder why. Not even gonna. I'm sure Triangle's gonna do it for me.
A lot of people and hurt a lot of
It
people.
seems like the way he's saying it seems like he doesn't understand.
It's not my intention. I just have a lot of problems
Thank you, Triangle. You did what I knew you would.
with being myself online, and I do a lot of things such as not believing that anything I do online is affecting anything, but really it's affecting everything, and I apologize for that.
I
And
understand he's no psychologist and he can't fully diagnose himself. Neither can I. But he needs to start trying to understand instead of just rapidly, like, on impulse doing actions
For sure.
that don't result in him learning anything.
Well, that's the thing, though. You did the analogy of the II, the II, yeah. When those kind of enforcement learning AIs start out, they do that's what they do. They just go around doing random stuff, seeing what happens, and like, oh, that was bad. I'll write that down. Oh, that was good. I'm gonna push that button 10 million times.
He's just apologizing to people and hoping they say, okay, it's fine. He isn't actually understanding what he did wrong.
aware of that now, and I hope you can forgive me. I'm sorry to everyone who I hurt, and I'm sorry to everyone.
He's saying, I'm sorry. He's saying, in his words, I am sorry to everyone that I have hurt. He's not saying, I'm sorry about this. I'm sorry that I did this. He's saying, I'm sorry to the people. He doesn't care about what he did. It seems that he has to apologize now. Yeah, I'm sure Triangle's about to have a monologue. I'll just let him say that, and then I guess. Wait, monologue? Did I say monologue? Well, it has the prefix on. Yeah, you know what I meant.
Don't attempt to harass him. He does not need to be harassed. That will not.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's not. People haven't really taken that initiative in the same VC with Zach, as he said, oh yeah, that was weeks, not months. He showed me two separate people who both were like, haha, stinky poo-poo, little poo-poo boy. And he was like, hey, stop or I'll block you. They did not stop. He did not block them. I said, hey, why didn't you block them? He said, I don't like blocking people. Just a word to the wise. Like, if you're Zach watching this, if you're Triangle watching this, if you're GGR beamed, who do I know? Astro, anyone. I probably should not be listing names. Oh right, this is a public thing that goes. But I have hardly any Oh, I do have 60 subscribers. I forgot about that. Thank you guys for 60 subscribers. But this video wasn't really for the the fan base. Like I have fans, but is more just a comment on what a friend of a friend has done and how they apologized. But back to what I was saying. Word to the wise, word of the wise. I know it's a phrase or something, but I did a bit of a blocking people is a thing that you should do. Like, of course, you shouldn't be obnoxious and like, oh no, you didn't give me a cupcake, I'm blocking you. But if someone is bullying you, someone's cyberbullying you, and like, oh no, bullying is so like, you stuff someone in a locker. Definition of bullying, in fact, I could pull it up, but I'm not going to because that's, waste of time. It's repeatedly causing intentional harm or something to another person, and that's you can bully someone online. Block them. There's a button that says block. It's no more than that. Someone's being annoying, someone you don't like. I mean, not I wouldn't say someone you don't like. If someone you don't like, I wouldn't say block them. I'd say, hey, I don't really like you. Sorry, goodbye. But if someone is bullying you, then yes, block them. They deserve to be blocked. They should be blocked. Block them.
Teach him anything. That will send him into a wave of depression. Possibly. I don't know. Normally when people are harassed, when they shouldn't be,
they should just block the people. But I do see Triangle's point.
Which,
why is my mouse cursor? My mouse cursor has the little loading circle.
There's not a lot of situations where people necessarily should be harassed by random online strangers.
I don't think there's any situation where a person should be harassed. What? Feel like you could have worded that better, Triangle.
But him being harassed is not gonna help. It's going to make him sad and feel bad about himself, and it can send him into a wave of depression, and that's a big hole you can't get out of that easy. Especially when he doesn't have a lot of people that he can talk to. He doesn't have a lot of trusted people. If, to my knowledge at least, he might. But it doesn't sound like he's been able to...
To my knowledge, he does not. Also, since when could you do that? Since when could you just swipe and it opens that's so cool. That is so cool.
I have a conversation.
Like there's no button there. You have to do the
with somebody
you have to do the motion with your mouse and click. Do you have to click? No, you do have to click. What are you saying, Triangle?
But it doesn't sound like he's been able to have a conversation with somebody he's hurt. Well, maybe he has, but he hasn't said the right things and tried to understand. Do not harass him, okay? It is his fault. It's just not entirely his fault. He's learned this behavior from somewhere, and he doesn't understand. There needs to be a call to action to tell him to fix what he's done.
Bro's about to go on an archetype. The when you're writing a story, the archetype for like hero, the superhero stuff is a call to action, and then there's I forgot what it was, but then there's like the you find a thing, and then you're like, oh, I guess we should go back home. Wait, no, you achieve your goal. There's something after that. No, there's something before that. There's a lot of stuff, but yeah, call to action is I believe, the first part of the hero archetype.
And he needs to be told to fix it. Don't harass him. Encourage him to fix what he's done. Or block him. Those are two options that you can do. Just do not try to bully him. Do not. That
People have already failed.
should not be on your options list. If you don't feel comfortable talking to him, block him, remove him as a friend.
Or just don't. Yeah, wait a minute. I had a train of thought, and then I lost the train of thought. Now I'm sad because I lost my train of thought. It was my favorite train.
Like, block his contact. But don't harass. That's not gonna help anything. That's gonna make everything worse. It's gonna cause more problems to erupt. Okay. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, that is it. I thought you were gonna go on another rant. Do not harass anyone mentioned in this video. That's... Oh wait, there's still 5 seconds left. What could be there? Take my explanations with a grain of salt. I will use a tablespoon instead. Okay, yeah, that's the end of the video. So, I just yawned again. I'm not yawning at the... Honestly, my stupid memory of not being able to remember things could hardly pull points from each point in the video and summarize it at the end. But you saw it. You can watch it with the link in the description, if it is in the description. It's probably not in the description. Goodbye.